How's it going, everybody? It's your favorite Plague Dr. Sanity here. Now today, well, we're doing a bit of a follow-up to one of my most recent videos. And surprisingly enough, it's not the one that you would think. After all, you probably have already read the title, you've already seen the thumbnail of this one, and you're probably just about as surprised as I am. Because, let's be fair here, I'm pretty sure at least some of us, more or less, probably expecting Sean the Legend to have somehow come across my video, raking him through the coals and throwing him into the rat spinner, and making his own flaccid response to that first before I would have to make an update regarding, well, this. But hey, once again, like I said, I guess that's just how the indifferent cruelty of the universe seems to be working this week. And we at least have an update in regards to, well, the first two individuals that I covered within that video. There hasn't really been anything new in regards to Sedless, but there's at least a bit of a smaller update in regards to Elzuski, and a lot more in regards to, well, Link 7873, because oh boy, it is going to be one hell of a Sisyphean task. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a hell and back for me to try and edit this fucking video, isn't it? Isn't that right, editing sanity? Yeah, I'm just gonna safely assume that he probably looks pretty fucking rough right now. But yeah, anyways guys, without further ado, let's get into the updates, shall we? So let's first get the update in regards to Elzuski out of the way before we actually get into anything else. It says there's a little bit more information to kind of further confirm the kind of harm that this person actually seems to be causing, at least to their own pet. Rin states that he has at least seen some evidence of Elzuski actually doing shit to his animals, and I'm just glad that I haven't seen it yet. But we at least have, you know, some actual, like, uploaded proof from Elzuski themselves on their own fucking channel of at least the kind of mental harm that, well, they seem to be causing to their animals. Within one particular short, namely this one, I'll show you the stream clip once I'm through at least kind of describing what you're about to be hearing here. You can clearly hear the German Shepherd that's within the video whimpering and kind of making sounds of distress.
Do you guys know about the, actually, I'm just gonna show you this video. If you hated Elzuski, this is gonna hate you more, and I'm sorry for what I'm about to show you, but it has to be said. It has to be shown. Listen to the dog. Hear it whimpering?
Now, of course, for those of you who do not possess the same eldritch knowledge that I do, allow me to quickly let you know some things. There have in fact actually been some studies done on animals who were in fact victims of such vile crimes against nature, and the studies have basically shown that you know, animals who have been assaulted in such ways do in fact display symptoms that are very similar to well, human victims of CSA, which is, I mean, it's a disturbing thought to think about, but at least it's a little bit more evidence to show that, well, you don't exactly need to have seen them doing the deed for you to at least have an idea that an animal is at least being harmed in some way, shape, or form. But of course, well, like I said, that one's a bit of a shorter one because we have a lot more to cover when it actually comes to links. So, funnily enough, during the 48 hours in which my video, These Three Creeps Are Hiding in Plain Sight, was up, Link 7873 ended up coming across that video, and on top of that too, pretty much that evening, Rince was doing a live stream, basically initially doing it to kind of show off his progress on his own video, in which he's going to be doing a bit of an iceberg, talking about like the various zoo files that are pretty much hiding in plain sight here on YouTube, because there's a lot more that honestly I didn't even know about until now, and honestly some of the ones that we've already covered, pretty much live stream was originally Rince kind of of showing off his progress of an iceberg video that he's doing covering the various zoo files that are kind of hiding in plain sight here on YouTube, as well as their many misdeeds. And oddly enough, well, my video wasn't the only location in which Lynx decided to try and show their fucking ugly face. It was in fact within Rince's own livestream chat in which Lynx decided to show his ugly face, and it pretty much lasted for a good while. That's all I'm gonna say here. And of course, at some point after I had uploaded my previous video, Lynx has also decided to update their description on their channel, and if you think that the update was to remove the first 4 words that were used as descriptors for them, well, you'd be dead fucking wrong. In fact, it's just further expansion on their own personal ideals, further confirming that apparently their overall ideals and morals, or I guess in this case lack thereof, come from the fact that they are completely nihilistic and genuinely think that morals are just a completely fucking, like, well, pointless idea, I guess? I really have no idea. Okay, well, wouldn't you know it, literally as I was recording this audio, some new fucking information was just dropped by Azul33, and apparently Lynx has decided to change his name on YouTube, and now it's Cotton Cat, or Nightshade's World. It's still kind of the same channel, it still has the same description, it's just that now it's a new and a new display name, so yeah, there you go. Let's read the comment that Lynx has decided to leave behind here, at least before, well, now we know that their name is changed here. I find it funny, because every time these videos get made, the points against my nihilism is just anger and not actual rationality. Ha ha ha, keep trying, I know it's true anyways. Well, first of all, I don't really think I even displayed any anger. I think it was more just irritation more than anything, mainly because just people who are extremely nihilistic are just really, really fucking insufferable to be around, regardless of whether or not they decide to use their nihilism as a justification for a lack of any level of morality or not. But also, second of all, what's true? Like, your, you know, justification for trying to, like, do children and animals? Some people, man, some people just, there's just really no saving them. But that's just the comment that was left by Lynx on my video, because we still have an entire live stream to go through, and I collected a massive amount of screenshots of the various messages that are left within Rince's live stream, as well, as much screen recording as I could get done, because I was like watching Rince's live stream on my phone at first, which is why a lot of these screenshots are kind of weird looking, and, you know, I wasn't able to actually screen record until I actually managed to, you know, get onto my computer to do any kind of like screen recording. So I feel like we should at least go through a few of the clips here, as well as some of the screenshots here, and kind of give my own response to some of this stuff. Of course, when I actually show off the clips, I will also show off Rince's own response to a few of the things here and there. And I might also just upload the edited together clips and whatnot into like an unlisted video that I'll see if I can even remember to like link either in the description or in a pinned comment or something along those lines. But yeah. Without further ado, let us just quickly go through some of this stuff, at least some of the stuff that I was able to gather here. So here we have a couple of interesting messages here from Lynx. Here we have him quite literally openly stating that he is a psychopath, which I guess is really no surprise to anyone here. And of course him asking why do, well, I guess children, animals, and corpses need consent in the first place. I mean, it's very hard to try and explain it to someone who apparently doesn't even believe in the idea that consent even fucking exists in the first place, but pretty much if you were to ask anyone with a fully functioning goddamn brain, well, obviously, consent matters mainly because, well, if you really want to try and make, I guess, you know, life overall better for, like, everyone in society, especially for, like, a partner of yours, it's best that they at least have the idea, knowledge, and, like, wherewithal to be able to consent in such actions in the first place. But of course, since this man is unbelievably fucking dense, denser than goddamn lead as it seems, it's very obvious that even this will probably fly through his fucking smooth brain. Here we have another message from him stating, I want you to help me change as a person, but only if you can prove my logic isn't airtight. Once again, I mean, both Rince and I have already, you know, said our piece when it actually comes to poking holes in your overall, like, logic. It really doesn't take that much effort to try and pick this shit apart. But once again, it really shouldn't actually fall on us to try and explain to you why everything that you currently believe in is, well, morally bankrupt, to put it very simply. Mainly because in this case, you would be the defendant here, Lynx. You would be the one trying to defend your current position, meaning that the burden of proof has to fall upon you in order to prove why your mentality is the one that everybody else should subscribe to. But of course, since you quite literally have nothing else to back up other than just trying to get a rise out of people and just acting like an actual fucking moron, well, it's really... I mean, it's like arguing with a brick wall. If I were to try and explain this to you, you would just try to weasel your way out of it and try and move the goalpost because, well, that seems to be your main tactic at this point. Here we have a very disturbing message stating, raping doesn't need to mean trauma. And let's put it this way, for, like, anyone that doesn't, for some reason, understand this concept, the idea of performing such an action inherently means that you are inflicting trauma upon another living thing. Like, it just... Like, what even do I have to say here? I can't believe, like, there has to be people who have to explain to other human beings, you know, such a simple concept. And of course, here we have a little bit of a small interaction that'll ultimately prove to be extremely fucking ironic here, especially when we start getting into some of the clips. And that is, of course, Azul33 here in the chat asking Lynx a very simple question. Okay, Lynx, I've got a question. Your moral belief is nothing matters, but that's your own belief, so why should you affect others? Your opinion, like most, are subjective, and you shouldn't enforce it. And of course, Lynx just decides to, well, respond to that, not by actually giving a proper, like, detailed answer. All he says is, "'Cause it's a fact, Azul." Well, it's a fact, then prove it, back it up. Once again, citation needed, evidence required. So that's pretty much where those screenshots overall end. But now we get into, well, the clips here, because this is where shit's gonna get real funky. So we're gonna go over a couple of clips here, gonna kind of explain some of them as they go by, and of course, well, Rince will obviously have his own responses here because, well, this is part of one of his live streams. So of course, first clip here is Link stating, "No, you didn't. You said why you think it's wrong, but you didn't actually prove it was. So tell me, why is R bad?" Now, within this clip, I won't play, like, the entire thing because it is extremely lengthy, but I will at least, like, you know, play Rince's, like, initial response to actually reading the message out loud. Pretty much after he reads this out, he pretty much brings up MS Paint and tries to explain it in, like, the simplest way possible. But of course, unfortunately, since we're dealing with a zoo file whose collective IQ is within the fucking negatives, well, it obviously didn't really, you know, work all that well. I guarantee you, if Rince were to even try and explain it in the same way a caveman would try to explain how fire works, well, it probably still wouldn't even work at all.
No way this motherfucker has a nerve. No, you didn't. You said why you think it's wrong, but you didn't actually prove it was. Are you fucking stupid? Are you actually fucking stupid? Okay, you know what? Hang on, no. Okay, Rince. Be level-headed. Don't yell. Don't. Be logical. Okay, so. Alright, let me explain to you, since I have to fucking explain to you like a little toddler because you're fucking retarded. Okay? Let me explain to you. Let me pull up his channel real quick, so. I want this in the background while I'm doing this. You want me to... I'm gonna have to go step by step, okay? Since I have to explain to this fucking idiot, okay? Let me explain to you why the R word, why doing the essay, the R word is bad to people.
Now, of course, there were also a few other choice messages that were sent by Lynx during Rince's whole explanation deal here, and I will try to go over these as much as I possibly can. First things first is, I didn't ask why children can't consent, I asked why it's bad that they're art and why it's bad that they're hurt. Listen, I can't believe, like, even Rince himself tried to explain this garbage to you, but of course it's obviously not going to work even if I try to explain it, but I might as well, just for the goddamn sake of the video. First of all, their goddamn child is going to affect them in the long term. It doesn't matter, like, at all, like, whatever kind of justification you try to use in order to try and justify why any amount of harm is, like, good towards another individual, especially someone who, like, barely even understands, like, the concepts of the world in the first place. So it's kind of difficult to try and explain to someone who seems to be denser than a brick wall, but, like, it just should be fairly goddamn obvious to anyone that has a fully functioning brain. Another message here is, it didn't seem to happen yet, which is an extremely worrying fucking message. to put it very simply. That's really all I have to say. And of course, that leads us into the next clip in which, you know, well, Rince here pretty much shows off, well, links his own fucking words that he had stated.
I have to explain this. Why did I have to do all that? Why do I have to explain this? It didn't seem to happen yet. You confessed it in the... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, no, don't delete your comments now, motherfucker. Don't delete your comments now. Hang on. Don't delete your comments now. Hang on, wait. Ableist? Oh yeah, and by the way, oh yeah, you're an ableist piece of shit, so that's fucking... Look, right here you confess that you like doing that to children. Right here too! Right here too! You confess it all right here. It did happen, so don't fucking lie.
Yeah, like... buddy, confessing it doesn't exactly help your goddamn case here. Here in this next clip, another zoophile ends up joining the stream here, although unfortunately they don't really say much other than one message, and they don't really join back in until like much later on in the stream, which is weird, so... yeah, just wanted to play this clip just for the sake of introducing another player into this godforsaken game.
Like, what? Lower your voice, it hurts my ears. Bitch, I can do whatever the fuck I want. If it hurts your ears, close the stream. Close the stream, genuinely. Clyde, what? Oh, Clyde. Oh, yeah, I've been waiting to find your channel. Okay, there we go. I was looking for Clyde, but he came to the chat. Guys, post his channel link.
Up next, we have a very brilliant message from Lynx here stating, "Is it that hard to imagine that everyone but me is wrong? I mean, it's not that hard to see that I don't believe in morals. If I did, I might agree with you, but I don't. You do realize that this completely flies in the goddamn face of quite literally everything that you had already stated beforehand, before you even started recording any of this shit? Especially since you had stated that you want to try and change, but considering the fact that here, you're basically stating, well, the very basis of even wanting to change is something that you completely and utterly lack. To understand that you need to change requires you to at least have a basic understanding of, like, morals in any way, shape, or form, but unfortunately, well, you just quite literally set yourself up for failure there, Lynx. Once again, you kind of need to stop shooting yourself in the foot, but I don't see that happening anywhere in the near future."
Flipper responds, "Is it hard to believe that everyone but me is wrong? I mean, it's not hard to see that I don't believe in morals. If I did, I might agree with you, but I don't. Yeah, so why would I debate you? If you're throwing facts and logic and morals off the table, there's no point in debating you."
Up next, we have a very funny message that I just wanted to include just because I just find it really stupid, because... I mean, Lynx quite literally states some murderers are nice to people besides murdering them. Like, that is unironically what he decides to state, and... yeah, I feel like I don't have to explain just how stupid that line of messages is.
Look, right there. Right there, yeah, very nice. Some serial killers are nice to people. Besides murdering them. Oh, yes, because, no, I was nice to this person. No, see, I did kill them. No, see, I did kill them. But I was nice to them, so it's okay. You're such a fucking brain-dead piece of shit retard. Like, I genuinely... Dude, I can't. Oh god.
Up next is a clip of, well, Rince kind of showing off something that I had pointed out, which is, of course, what I had mentioned earlier of, like, animals showing off symptoms similar to those who have been, you know, hit with CSA, so... and Lynx just kind of decides to try and justify this kind of harm by stating, all of those are curable anyways. It doesn't matter whether or not they're curable, harm was still fucking caused. It doesn't matter whether it's curable or not, and... like, here's the thing. First of all, they aren't really entirely curable. Like, sure, they can be lessened to an extent, but that mental damage is still there, too. It is, like, still present. It doesn't matter whether or not they're actually curable or not. Harm was still caused, and therefore, that harm is not justified in the fucking slightest. Once again, I feel like I don't have to try and explain some of this stuff, and I understand that trying to explain this stuff isn't going to change this idiot's mind, but I mean, this shit should just be fucking obvious.
All of those are curable anyways? Oh yes, no, so I broke this guy's leg, but it's healable, so I didn't do anything wrong. You know, I punched this guy and broke his nose, but it can be fixed, so there's nothing wrong with that. You're so fucking stupid. You're honestly so fucking stupid.
Anyways, in this next clip, Clyde returns, as well as yet another zoophile that goes by the name of Cute Paws. And here they try to justify, well, them being zoophiles but non-contact. I believe I've mentioned this beforehand in like a pretty old video. I think it was back in my, making fun of like Zerkalo's goddamn meltdown over the consequences of his actions. But like, here's the thing, it doesn't matter whether or not you're pro or non-contact when it comes to being a zoophile or like a pedophile or anything along those lines. It's still just completely fucking unhealthy, and it is just horrible, like, whatsoever. You're still attracted to something that cannot consent, and therefore, you, at the very least, need fucking help.
You're non-contact, you idiot. Non-contact me. No way this motherfucker's calling me an idiot. No fucking way he's calling me an idiot. Let's get something straight, you brain-dead, delusional piece of shit, fat, ugly, disgusting Reddit mod-looking motherfucker. Okay? The only idiot here is you fucking bozo. You're one of the dumbest people I've ever encountered. Okay? You say you're better than Alusky. Yeah, in terms of fucking stupidity and not being able to fucking listen. Brain dead motherfucker.
And this is going to be the last clip that I'm going to be showing off within this video, which is, of course, well, links basically stating that they support, well, lolly art, which I guess, once again, shouldn't even be that much of a goddamn surprise. But also, later on, proceeds to, state that they wish that they were able to get into contact with Elzuski in order to get CP from them. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the clip, and you could see this shit for yourself.
I endorse lolly art, idiot, so it literally is the same thing, both are endorses pedophilia, not Are you stupid? No, you're trolling. No fucking way. Guys, screenshot now. More. Why? I've won. I've already won this battle. You're fighting invisible demons. Okay? Okay, yep, screenshots. Guys, screenshot clip that. No, clip that right now. Clipped, screenshotted. Yeah, we'll see what everybody thinks of that. Fucking. I know you don't care now, but oh buddy. Oh, that prison cell has got your name written all over it. Oh yeah.
But yeah, those are pretty much some of the main things I kind of wanted to go over in terms of the newer developments of this entire godforsaken rabbit hole that unfortunately has just been getting deeper and deeper. But yeah, let's just conclude this shit already. But yeah, that's pretty much about it in terms of updates when it actually comes to the entire situation. It just seems to be one hell of an endless ride, and I'd like to say that I'm surprised, but I'm really not at this point. But yeah, what did we learn today? Well, nothing new, that's all we really know. All we know is that this person is just absolutely fucking vile. But yeah, anyways guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, it's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Yeah, you get the point. But yeah, anyways guys, this has been Sanity, and have yourselves a nice day.